Okay, so I do have a reason why I'm starting on stream starting soon, instead of diving straight into the game like normal. And that is, I'm getting a bunch of other games that I didn't, and modifications that I did not know were developed by Frictional Games. Like, I know that this is a modification, Necrologue. Within Necrologue, I can also play a different modification called Twilight and something. I don't remember. I'm trying to find Amnesia Justine or Justine and Amnesia Final Revelations. I cannot find either of them. Amnesia Justine. So what I'm planning on doing today is we're going to play Penumbra Necrologue. If we can beat that relatively fast, we'll play Twilight. And then if we can beat that in all of this in one sitting, we'll go for Amnesia Justine, and then we'll go for Final Revelations. Soma will be a standalone stream, period. I cannot find a download for Amnesia Justine anywhere. The only thing that I have found out about it is that it's for PC and it was released, that there's a DVD-ROM of it. I haven't checked Frictional Games' website. Within the Amnesia collection for PS4, you get Amnesia: Machine for Pigs, the Amnesia collection, and within the Amnesia collection you get Amnesia Justine and Amnesia: The Dark Descent. But what about Final Revelations? I'm gonna just look up how to get it. Because evidently Amnesia Justine was a promotional piece released by Frictional Games to help promote Portal 2, and that sounds fun. It sounds really fun. Okay, I found how to play Amnesia Justine. Next is Amnesia Final Revelations. Because it's such a struggle. It's such a struggle to fucking find these games. This is such a pain in the ass. We will be getting to the game soon, hopefully. I just want to be able to actually have all of these ready to go, and I did not find out about them till a little bit ago. It exists on there's evidently a store page, a Steam page, for Amnesia Final Revelations. Yeah, I don't know. I cannot find it. There's guides and a bunch of other shit for Amnesia Final Revelations, but I cannot find anything about it. I'm gonna go to someone whose library I have seen that has it because they've talked about having it in a community forum. Amnesia Final Revelation. I don't think that I can play Amnesia Final Revelations. I cannot get to it through Steam. I cannot find a download for it anywhere. No one's talking about it anywhere. So that'll be stuck in the back of my mind the entire day that we're playing. We're gonna go play Penumbra Necrologue now. Live Scene 2, Electric Boogaloo, and then so we have 3 options for Necrologue. We'll play all 3 today. We've got Penumbra Necrologue, Twilight of the Archaic, which is the other one that I was going to play, and I did not know that this was a thing. Play Prisoner of Fate demo. We might play all 3. Depends how long Necrologue takes. But this should be fun. Welcome to Penumbra Necrologue. To improve your experience, please follow the advice below. Turn off all lights, put on your headphones, adjust brightness to see the image, so the image below is barely visible. Well, first off, game, I need you to do this. Because this is an amnesia mod, technically, I need stream to barely be able to see that image. .7 seems to barely make you guys be able to see the image. Enter a name for a profile, Alexis. And for Necrologue, options, sound, holy fuck, you're loud. Oh god. Blah 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 blah. Just turn everything up. It's an old game. It can run literally everything at max. Blur and bloom. Those are the only things I want off. I'm gonna restart this game, and then we'll be starting Penumbra Necrologue. The settings... God, that game was too loud. We'll be playing Penumbra Necrologue, Penumbra Twilight of the Archaic, which... yeah. I understand why these are mods for Amnesia, because Amnesia actively lets you make mods. It's open source. You can make mods or maps or whatever the fuck you want. It's great. I might play a few custom maps from it too. Some of the bigger ones. And only you decide what to do with the story. To consider ravings of a madman or horrible fate of a friend. Fate that you wouldn't wish on your enemy. This is Penumbra Necrologue in the Amnesia Dark engine.
Ahead, but it does not mean that everything happens the way you've predicted. I expected to find my father, to learn all his secrets, but I was too late. With my own hands, I killed all of my friends. I did not even get to see them. Only the annoying, duplicitous voice never left me, always irritating the unhealed wounds of my soul. And finally, it found a way to destroy it, but even that was not the end. Tungate is the reason for everything that has happened to me. It showed me its world and started to trust me, but I betrayed it. It was yet another of my mistakes. Surviving all this miraculously did make me lose my mind, but now I feel like I'm going insane after all.
This is a pretty high quality thing so far. So this seems to continue where Black Plague just ended. Monkey, monkey, monkey.
Monkey! Monkey!
Oh, it's Clarence.
Monkey, are you there? You finally woke up. You're probably a little surprised that I'm back in your head. I'll say you frankly, if I do something other than what you want, it isn't because I want to kill you. Yeah, I keep saying that you're too stupid to live because you're a brainless amoeba. But hey, think for yourself. If I wanted to kill you, I would do it as easy as I did with your blithering friend Swanson. Don't you forget that I'm in control of your senses? And now listen carefully. I am sick of sitting in your loggy head. Now I still prefer to go forward, not sit still. Go ahead, monkey.
Okay. This is gonna make Penumbra a hell of a lot harder. Why is this gonna be harder? Because, one, now we don't have this infinite light source. Two, we now have to worry about our insanity, which is going to make this entire thing harder. Am I alive or is it a dream?
Oh my god. I'm so glad you're alive. I didn't hear a word from you for a whole day or so. I'm so glad you're alright. Sorry, but I have to move constantly. That's why we haven't met yet. By the way, it turns out that I'm not infected. I left a note for you back then. It was so silly of me. I'm sorry. And yes,
What?
a notification from the main core of the shelter yesterday came on my computer. Well, on the computer which is near me. It appears that someone summoned some kind of expedition, and they're searching for survivors right now. They're sending a signal to all computers in the station, to people like me and you. Don't lose hope, and immediately move to them. So, I hope very much that we'll finally meet, and then I'm going to kiss you. Good luck. I'm sure it helped you before.
Doesn't that character, like, literally have a wife and children?
You know, actually your eyes are not deceiving you. Either you believe me or not. Yes, I've played a little with you, but only at the very end. And if I did this at the beginning, we both wouldn't be here now, would we? So take my word for it. It is a great pleasure to see how you're suffering and writhing in pain. But I don't want to disappear just because of your stupid monkey can't understand simple jokes.
Okay, this is a little weird. Because, this is just retconned a bunch of shit. I don't know if Necrologue... I think Necrologue is a mod not made by them. But, Clarence is dead. My head keeps spinning. Where did Clarence come from? Is Amabel really alive? These questions are stuck in my mind. There's only one thing that is perfectly clear. I am alive and I've got a chance for salvation. Now, does this force load me past the dialogue in the pause menu, in the loading menu, or does it give me an option? It force loads me.
So, based on the fact that you're infected and I'm the most reasonable person here, I can surely say this corridor's changed a bit. Let's play. You find the way without my help, and I'll give you a shiny penny.
Yeah, we have an issue. There's a turn gate over there. The issue is, I'm curious. I want to see the turn gate. I'm curious to see. This is the actual turn gate enemy that Clarence inhabited. So it stands to reason that they look practically the same. Oh my god. We can't move shit around in our thing. I don't believe that this is... Hold on, I'm gonna check. Just because I don't believe that this is made by Frictional Games. Yeah, developed by Countercurrent Games. Okay. The two things that we're going to be playing are not developed by Frictional Games, so they're taking all the liberty that they want right now. So what the issue is if this was made by Frictional Games, they wouldn't have this. Yeah, they would either still have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 up here. This is nice. This is the only nice thing in here. But I'd still be able to move this around if it was made by Frictional Games. That's the only reason why I thought that it wasn't made by them. What? There was just a flashlight. The turn gate was walking back and forth here. What? I wonder if worms and dogs and spiders exist in this. There's so much here that they can do. It's kind of surprising that they haven't continued on. What the fuck? We need to get the head? The crowbar is way back. What the fuck? Notes, nothing. Other findings, nothing. To-do list. Our to-do list is hotkeyed to M. This crowbar, this thing right here, is all the way back in the first... It's in the water cave. Before we even met Red. In Penumbra Overture. This thing, I don't know what this is. I don't know where this is. And this should be over here. But like, we kinda blew that the fuck up. Let me see, is there a map? Blah 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 blah. Examination area is 3. I think 3 is where we just came from. No, it's not. Okay. Chemical research lab is destroyed. We're gonna go to 3, which is the examination area. And if that's not it, it's the research facility. But the research facility is where Amabel was when we killed her in the last game. Or I guess, according to this game, when we didn't kill her. I'm going to be trying to not use my flashlight as much as possible, because batteries are probably really scarce. Yeah. This is Clarence's dead body. We don't see the turn gate. Does the turn gate not actually exist? This is extremely weird. We can go in here where Amabel died. I can't believe my eyes. It is a turn gate. Spider. So the spider model is a thing. I don't really know what all I'm supposed to be doing. I've not been given enough direction to know. Fuck you, you bitch. One cannot die twice. This is up here. We didn't get to see the inside of this. That's weird. Does not work. What have we done? Okay, we can go try the kennels, although the kennels don't make much sense. We know that 5 is fucking destroyed. 3 is where we started. 2 is where we just were. The kennel is the only place left. All of these other doors were locked in the previous game. There's no way that the head would be there. I don't like the kennels. The kennels fucking sucked. No, they weren't bad. It's just, they were hellish to get through. We're not that deep underground now. The kennels are blocked. Yeah, it's just the kennel is blocked, not like I would ever want to go back there again. Fuck you, Clarence. The dogs were all dead anyway, so it's not like you can trick me. Although I guess the kennels is where all the living dogs came from at the beginning of Overture. Oh fuck. Hook with rope. This takes me outside, doesn't it? Can't open it. Lock seems to be frozen. Okay, I've got one thought left. We got that rope with a hook on it. Can take a heavy load. Fuck! God damn it. You said it could take a heavy load. You bitch. Are we all the way back in Overture? Poor guy. Well, he's gonna be us if we don't leave. Day 1. Damn. From what height did I fall? My legs swelled up. I think it's broken. I can't walk. And a couple of ribs are broken. I fell from a cliff while bypassing the area. There was a terrible storm and it seems I was blown off due to the wind. I can't remember well. A ladder is lying nearby. It obviously has fallen here the same way as I have. If I could put it upwards, I'd probably be able to get out of here, but it's frozen down to the ground. I don't even have the strength to crawl to it. Day 2. It's extremely cold today. I can barely feel my limbs. Out of despair, I started looking for positive things. The pain is reduced, and because of the slow blood circulation, my leg isn't swelling up so fast. It's very hard to write. My hands are shaking. The situation with my face is very bad. I can't even open my mouth. Day 3. I've gathered all the strength and crawled into the corner. There's a patch of thin ice in the wall. If only I could break it, perhaps I would not feel so cold. I cried, and during this fit of hysteria, my lips got disjoined. I can feel blood on them. I had to eat the beef jerky that I was keeping for Cheryl. I used to visit him in the kennel. My loyal friend, I am wasting my life in such a foolish way. I left my mother and my sick father for this job on this damn station. I'm so sorry, my dears. I just wanted what was best for you. I love you, Benjamin.
I can see compassion in you. You could take his place right now. You grow nicely together.
What's she doing?
Playing Penumbra Necrologue.
Fun.
Evidently there's a bunch of other games that I didn't know. If you try and launch Penumbra and Necrologue, there's 2 other games that you can play through it.
Ooh.
Penumbra, Twilight of something. Archaic. Twilight of Archaic. And there is a demo for another game. And then, on top of that, there is 2 more Amnesia games. There's Amnesia Justine and Amnesia Final Revelations, which I cannot find how to get Final Revelations at all. It used to be on Steam, but I went to someone's profile that had it. It's getting deeper and deeper at some moment. I've started to think that this facility is endless. My hope begins to fade. I found myself where I never been before. Whatever awaits me there remains to be seen. I went to a guy who had the game.
Yeah.
And clicked on the game. Steam page does not exist.
Oh.
So I have no clue how to get it. Amnesia Justine came out with... You can just launch it through the Amnesia Dark Descent launcher.
Oh.
Water is freezing cold and I don't know where this tunnel leads. I must lower the water level somehow. A wire. Necrologue continues from where Black Plague, the game that I just finished, ended.
Yeah.
It's not made by Frictional Games, it's made by a different studio and just retconned a bunch of shit. Clarence is back.
Not Clarence.
This is gonna make playing this game so much harder that it's in the Amnesia engine.
Oh.
Playing off of Amnesia Dark Descent. And that's
The
because
game-
of Insanity.
The game has a lot of little features.
Courtney, do you think you can find out how to get that Penumbra game or Amnesia game that I was talking about that I can't find?
You can probably download it. Maybe on I don't think.
Well, Amnesia Justine, the one that you can play just by going through the settings launcher of Amnesia Dark Descent.
Maybe on GOG.
They're mods. They're not like full things. Although they're both made by Frictional Games. And Amnesia Justine is a full standalone like 10-hour game made by Frictional Games as a mod for Amnesia The Dark Descent. Entry 1. The news of the epidemic reached me at my workplace. Fortunately, all these horrible things are happening at the top, and it's unlikely to affect any of the technical facilities at the lower levels. Like this one, the collector is the only place where I feel relatively safe. There's heat in here, as well as electricity and the required amount of drinking water. The residential sector can be reached through a network of sewer tunnels, but the infection most likely has already affected it. I leave this refuge only to replenish my supplies. All this time I have never seen a normal human being. I have to find some communicating device like a radio receiver. Entry 2. Finally, got it. The radio is exactly what I needed to finally contact someone. I had to get into the infected area, but it was worth it. Also, I grabbed a few components for it because it was faulty. I have to take a break and begin repairs. Entry 3. A couple hours have passed. I don't know the reason, but my condition leaves much to be desired. I feel extremely dizzy and it's hard to think. I had already been having small bouts of sickness, but I thought it was just fatigue. But when I took off my shirt, I found strange spots on my body. It looked like I've been infected too. I wonder if I could repair the radio. Would I even be able to get in touch with someone? I need to lower the water level in the flooded part of the sewer.
There's quite a few amnesia stuff on ModDB.
I'm only interested in the ones that showed up that are either made by Frictional Games or the ones that are
Approved by Frictional Games.
the ones that are either made by Frictional Games or the ones that are on How to Beat. I even looked up to see if there was any Soma things.
What? What?
Frictional Games. See what
It
they
worked.
have. Amnesia, Amnesia Reverse,
I managed to do it.
Requiem, Overture,
Philip, hi.
Black Plague.
Praise your companion, who, despite all the hardship, does not break the thread of friendship. Just do not worry and do not drown in your own.
Look what they got on their page on
I will not
ModDB.
deny you my help, my friend. You can think of me as your guardian angel, saving you from the clutches of demons and reapers of justice. Your guesses are circulating like the juice inside trunk of consciousness, and the shadows are taking roots in its foundations. But I'm sorry.
There's
I
a
cannot
collection
help very
here.
long. I've only got 3 minutes to get out of here. Goodbye, pal.
Well, that just includes the Amnesia stuff anyway.
Hey, can anyone hear me? We've come to save you.
What have you played so
Found
far?
that someone survived on the station. We'll try to fight
Isn't
for
it
your
Requiem
lives.
and Overture?
My name is Julia Kwan. I'm an operator, and I'll report you of our
Penumbra
movements
Overture
whenever
was
I
the
can.
first game.
Stay in touch.
Black Plague was the
It's-
second.
Yeah. And Requiem's the third?
What?
What about Requiem?
Requiem? Oh yeah, I'm playing Necrologue. Requiem's a mod.
Yeah, I'm on ModDB.
I was supposed to be playing Requiem, but I'm playing Necrologue. Well, Requiem is literally all puzzles, while Necrologue isn't. Necrologue is an actual horror game, so I think I'd rather play Necrologue first and then leave Requiem for later.
Okay.
Yeah.
But wait, don't you think that you've gotten yourself in a very stupid situation? You've got a virus inside you which can make everything out of you, and you decided to go to your fellow apes. Do you want them to scare them away? And don't you afraid to be tied and thrown on the operating table and I'm starting to mess around with your brains till they understand that they were wasting their precious time on you? They'll do it. And I take care of it if you suddenly forget that the Uncle Clarence prefers to live away from the menageries with foolish, undisciplined macacos.
I don't know how to download stuff off of ModDB, by the way. That door's jammed, so we only have one way to go, and it's jammed.
I think you need an account.
We have another way we can go, but... There's only one way left to go that I've not tried. And to be honest, it's not very promising. Blood everywhere. Jammed door again. Locked door. Barely cracked open door. What's Courtney doing?
Breakfast.
What you eating?
Well, I'm fried.
Man.
Call them really tiny grocery.
This is bad. I'm in the sewers. Actually, it's not as bad. Yes, Amnesia, The Dark Descent, and A Machine for Pigs are the only two games that Frictional Games has ever made that has ever had a Kernick in it. The water monster. But this is a Penumbra mod. This is a mod to make it like a continuation of Penumbra. There's no reason for the Kernick to be here. Okay, I believe that I have done it now. That I have fully drained out the sewers. And now, I can go down into the sewers. Anyway. In order to open the door, you must enter a specific number. Each technician has his own personal combination. It means that the station workers cannot enter for safety reasons. It is your responsibility to keep this disc with the codes safe. It cannot fall into the hands of the unqualified personnel. I have to find the code to that door. Oh, there's a key that fucking clipped into the goddamn geometry of that desk, but I got it. Anyway, Courtney, you do you have your Gmod installed? Because we would have to both have the map installed and both have each other's player models installed. Also, evidently people hate the puzzles in this. In either this or Twilight of Archaic. And it's only one specific puzzle that people hate. Where in the hell is this disc? I have no clue where the fuck this disc is. Well, I got an old key, so it must go back here where there's actual doors. And I'm guessing that maybe the thing is back here. I just thought that I saw, like, a fucking man. I did not. I saw a wall through another wall. I know where this key goes. Oh no, I didn't. This is not the door that I thought it went to. A screwdriver. What can I even use this screwdriver on? Can be used to unscrew bolts. I don't think that you unscrew bolts. Don't you use wrenches on bolts?
Can just a lot more force.
So I'm looking for something that's bolted down. Oh my fucking god, that scared the fuck out of me. I wasn't expecting that. Fuck. Fuck. Oh my god. I can unscrew this vent, evidently, which I 100% did not expect. Loading. I don't get no loading text to read this time. I can't read that at the end of the thing. What the fuck?
Frankly, I'm not surprised with such turn of events. Something like this always happens to you.
Oh, I
Move
can't
your
go back.
legs and think about what we've got to do.
Oh.
We both don't want to freeze here.
There's
do
a
we?
turn gate here trying to freeze me to death. I'm in cryo storage or something.
Frankly, I'm not surprised with such turn of events. Something like this always happens to you. Move your legs and think about what we've got to do. We both don't want to freeze here now, do we?
I'm out. Okay, now I can explore this room that was just trying to freeze me to death. We got 4, 5, 6, 7 spider eggs. A cryogenically stored scientist. And 2 empty cryotubes. Another cryo storage. There's just a bunch of cryo storage here. Oh, cryo storage is the broke down door. Seems like that one has mutated after all. I hope the rest of them didn't meet the same fate. Subject state is not stable. I mean, subject state is stable. Okay. I've seen this. I don't remember where, but I've seen this. I don't know if I saw it in like a video or what. If I saw it in a video, it would have been on PewDiePie's channel from like a decade ago. Speaking of, I went to look at PewDiePie's channel because I was curious, and yeah, almost every Amnesia and Penumbra video that PewDiePie has uploaded is fucking deleted. The shit that I would attribute to PewDiePie's growth has been deleted.
Oh.
Like, there's a single episode of each left. That's it. 15 minutes each. Episode 6 of Amnesia, I believe. And like episode 2 of Penumbra Overture. And it's like, why? Because like Amnesia was like a really fucking big thing on his channel. Like, if you look at it now, there's a bunch of people still fucking commenting, I was here when he was screaming at barrels, because screaming at fucking barrels and the shit in Amnesia is like one of the main things that made him big.
Yeah.
But like, instead, they're gone. All of them, except for a single episode. There were like dozens of hours of content there, and they're gone. Sad. Introduction. Device Olivetti M290 is a specialized computer made by Tech Systems Company. It is designed for educational and research activities. Olivetti M290 is equipped with its own operating system, OS, data logger, and tools for complex mathematical calculations, as well as a floppy drive. How it works. To switch between the elements, use the W and S buttons to select an item, and then click with the left mouse button when it is highlighted. When the pop-up appears, click the left mouse button to confirm. To close the window or turn the computer off, press spacebar. Enjoy. Tech Systems 1988. I found a cassette tape player. It is not my habit to keep records, but I need to speak up on my partner Lewis. And my partner Lewis is not the type of person I can count on. Judging by the results of our experiments on animals, we are unlikely to have any success with people. Personally, I don't have any hope in the whole situation, and after all, when the archaic cast invited me to work here, there wasn't any mention about the virus. Now I deeply regret coming here. Lois behaves increasingly strange as each day passes. Looks like he's also getting infected. Luis, or whatever. I don't care. Looks like he's also getting infected. I try to stay as far away from it as possible, but if this strangeness doesn't stop soon, I'll freeze him just like the others. I don't care, but for the opinion of my colleagues. It might sound cruel, but my life matters the most to me right now. Let's use the memory jar to save. I see a man. He's tired, but still trying to escape the nightmare. We are not familiar, but I know him. Yes, I do ever love how when I use a screwdriver a single time to open one single vent, it means that that screwdriver is no longer usable.
Video game logic for you.
There were 2 puzzles in Penumbra so far that have been very stupid.
Oh.
One was in Black Plague. Actually, both were in Black Plague. Yeah, because I had to use a fucking soda to make the thermostat read that it was cold enough in the freezer to stop the cold air from killing me so that I could progress.
Okay.
And the other thing was I had to drag this barrel that I could barely move to this fuse box that had no fuses or anything in it so that I could light the barrel on fire to turn on the sprinklers to open the door to progress. Those were the 2 worst puzzles.
That is dumb.
Oh. Give me those painkillers, game.
Yep. Yep, I give it Bill. The lunchings. Planning to go?
Oh, there's a thing here.
This spot down. You see it on the door?
Yeah.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah.
I mean, this puzzle here, I had to find a disembodied hand in a crate full of spider eggs to open the door that has the hand scanner to stop from being frozen to death by that turn gate. The issue is I don't know how to progress from here. But this game is heavy puzzly. I mean, I haven't tried this. There's a floppy disk drive, cryo chambers control, impact of the cold. Impact of the cold theory. One of our employees, Edward Finzi, theorized that freezing an infected patient in the cryo chamber for a certain period can stop the development of the Turngate virus. Then the patient can be returned to life, defrosted and injected with certain regions. History of experiment. Despite the fantastic nature of this assumption, there was nothing left but to test this theory in practice. Small freezer compartment redevelopment was made. Some equipment and cryo chambers were modernized. Initially, the experiments were carried out on animals, but they did not give any result. Procedures of defrosting and region injection gave them a positive result with only 1 animal, but it died soon after. The experiment required a transition to the next stage. Some of the body parts were amputated and the last stage transplanted back to the patient. The result was positive. Soon the virus spread to the participants of the experiment as well as to those who had no relation to it. Without any preliminary discussion, the infected were placed into cryochambers. We still don't understand how the virus chooses its victims, but most of the staff is still okay. We're currently developing a kind of vaccine for the virus, but in this situation, when we don't have any time to lose, we need to resort to all possible means of fighting against the disease. Report: number of animals 17. Animals survived 1, died shortly after. The experiment result negative. Number of subjects people 4. Experiment result to be expected. Floppy disk drive has nothing in it. Actually, I didn't actually check it. Floppy disk drive has nothing in it. I'm hitting space because I'm stupid. Cryochamber control. Access to the cells is on. Ah, I see what I need to do.
Oh.
So there's switches in each of the cryo chambers, and that's probably going to open the door.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're unfreezing all the people in the cryo chambers, which is very dumb. I don't know why we're doing this. We're inspecting their bodies to make sure that they don't have like a key to the door or something. Looks like there's something in the pocket in his coat. What was it? A floppy disk. I'm gonna turn off access to the cryo chambers because that's scary down there. Forbidden territory.txt or codes for staff.txt. File corrupted for forbidden territory. And codes for staff. Codes for staff, dear employees. As a high-class worker, you have the right to visit areas that are not intended for general visit. Please do not lose the floppy disk and do not disclose any of the passwords to prevent the unqualified members of the personnel from ending up in those areas. Sewerage 3715. Generator 8643. North Wing 5174. Observatory 9376. And the Meteorological Center 3285. I'm not going to remember any of this. Hopefully my character takes them down in a note. If they don't, well then I probably didn't need to know them. They copied the contents of the note into my notebook. Okay.
I think you need to know them.
Well, I know that I need to know the sewer one. I cannot open that door. So now we go back to the sewer. Back to from whence we came. Courtney.
Yes.
Boop. Is that a dog in the background going orf?
Why? Yeah.
Was that a dog?
Yes.
It went orf orf.
They do that, yes.
Orf orf. Orf orf.
Oh, no.
So 3715. 3715. We're fighting a fucking hive mind to try and survive. Oh no. I really hope that the worms do not exist in this. The worms are
And
awful.
here is our old friend. Have you ever wondered why they all want to kill you? I doubt that you could even spite one of them. Think. They used to be our friends not too long ago.
Okay, so okay, we managed to get away from the turn gate. Out of the sewers into the residential area. Did we really just go all the way back to the residential area? I think I made the right choice in playing Necrologue first, before Requiem. Since Requiem is supposedly just a puzzle game, but this continues the story on from where we just ended. Matchbox? What is this? Amnesia Rebirth? A cassette? Courtney.
Yeah.
I want a soundbite of you roaring as cutely as you can.
No.
Why not?
Because I don't know. I think that's
Ree.
something I do.
Why not? This is a trash bag. Okay, I thought that it was an egg. We'll leave that door for last. Since there's blood trailing out through that door, it's probably where they want me to go.
Oh yes, normal games. Blood, bad. Horror games. Yeah, just follow it. Fine.
Coal. Fuck your coal. Sulfuric acid. They got them weird outlets where it's just 3 fucking circular prongs in a line. A black light. I wrote down the formula in my notebook just in case. 16 plus 8 to the third tertiary. It's not a exponent, it's the other one. The one that's in the bottom. What's the one in the bottom called? I don't remember.
Haley?
It's not top right, but bottom right. It does something specific, I don't remember. It's been a while. It's...
Get it.
I'm gonna look it up because I want to know, because I cannot remember.
Oh.
It's a sub. It's literally just a sub. That's what it's called. I looked it up.
So it is a Haley.
I think. I don't know. I know that it does something very specific. Anyway, we've got... Let me just open up my notebook again. I don't know the quick key for that. 16 plus 8 to the third sub plus 112 plus 1 to the second sub plus 8. What the fuck is that? Anyway, this cassette, it has the name Alford number 4 written on it. Oh, it's a probably not so dead turn gate. More coal. Painkillers. Nothing in there that I care about. More coal and baby fetuses. Another infected crossing the path, this time a dead one. I'm not so sure about that. How can you be so sure about that, Philip?
Don't know something you don't?
Play with the intestines.
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea.
I'm just picking up chemical after chemical after chemical. What the fuck? Yes, this is something that Philip should have. Lecture 1, Introduction. As known, acids corrode metal with different speeds. The factor depends on the metallic bonding and the concentration of the acid used. Till now, scientists managed to corrode metals with acids without any problem. During the study of the Turngate tombs, the artifacts Persona TARDIS, also known as Artifact 66B, were found. Those artifacts have a metal shell, but we have been unsuccessful in opening them so far. The goal of our experts of the shelter station is to create an acid that would be able to corrode the outer covering of the artifact. Lecture 2: Discoveries, Goals, and Experiments. The experiment of the exploration of the tombs gave us many interesting results. New substances were obtained, which were previously not known to any scientist. Also, some very interesting specimens were obtained from other objects of observation, especially from the anomalous zones in the old mines near the shelter station. One of these places is the so-called Water Cave. As a result of the research on everything that was found by the Archaic Cast staff, we have revealed 2 more substances. They were given numbers 74 and 112. TRG, substance 74, is similar to silicon, but has the ability to restore its original shape after destruction. Substance 112 is like mucus and seems harmless, even useless, but recent studies have shown that it can increase the strength of acid several times and instantly corrode any metal. The main rule of using this substance is the right choice of proportion. When an excess amount of the substance is in a solution, acid changes its aggregate state and becomes a corrosive gas. Periodic table. Last time I saw this was back at university. Fuck you. University's for dweebs. Our character is a fucking dweeb.
Nerd.
Oh, there's a dead worm. Painkillers. A child's brain in a jar. Nom 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 nom.
Everything's a zombie now.
No, I'm just gonna break it. Gotta feed the ants and worms, right? Especially when the worms are as big as they are in this game. Chemical, 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 chemical. Notes, not this notes, other findings. The strange formula, 16 is the first thing. So what would be the 16? Oh, the 16th element maybe?
What is that?
Sulfur, S. I have SO3 and sulfur oxide 4. So I'm going to try sulfur oxide 4. The next thing is 18-3. 18 would be argon, but I don't believe that that's what we're looking for.
So, yeah, that's a non-reactive gas.
I'm gonna look for something that has a 3 on it. Maybe SO3? Okay. And then after SO3, other findings, strange formulas, is 112. What is element 112? Element 112 is non-existent, I don't think. Oh wait, no it is. Is it? Ah, heh. What the fuck, Ruby? Why? I like how I've been an affiliate for almost a year and you're still getting a first sub badge because I've had like fucking 4 subs total.
Oh.
I mean, you gave me half of my total subs, Courtney.
What?
You gifted me 2 subs. You've gifted me more subs than anyone.
Oh.
I also added stuff under the stream, by the way, Ruby. There's now Basalt Miner down there, along with some other stuff. I'm thinking about removing the donation link and just putting a Cash App thing down there, because the donation link goes through Stream Elements and I don't know how that works. What the fuck is element 112? What the fuck is the next thing that I'm supposed to do? So it's this, and then I'm just gonna keep going until I get the next thing right, because I don't know what 112 is.
It's so simple. Anyone else but you would have completed everything
Ah!
a long time
What the
ago.
fuck? Ah! What are you doing? Why? What? What? Eh? I'm being insane, that's what? It's none of them. What the fuck? Unless... It's none of them. I've tried every combination. Unless I'm starting off wrong. I have no clue what I'm doing. Why? But why though? Why you be insane? What the fuck? I'm doing something wrong. I'm about to look this bitch up because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. What the hell? Let me go see if I'm missing some elements somewhere before I look anything up. Nothing in here. And we know insanity's. Nothing. It's good to think this button doesn't work. There's a turn gate on the other side of that. That door is jammed. Our only option is to figure out what the fuck the solution to this puzzle is. But I don't know what the fuck the solution is. We're out of things to test. Unless, am I dumb? Is there literally one thing that I'm missing and I don't know where it is? Clarence, help me, hurry. I have no clue what I'm doing. Yay. I must be missing something. Can I add anything as a base? I can. Oh god, that makes this hard. What the fuck am I supposed to do then? I'm gonna look it up. I don't know. It's fucking stupid. There is, okay, evidently there's like entirely optional areas and like split paths that you can go and different endings in this. Holy fuck. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. SO3 TRG distilled water. What the fuck? That entire goddamn thing was a ruse. The entire thing was just there to fuck with me. What the fuck?
What do you mean?
Fuck you, game. The entire fucking formula in here is just to fuck with me.
Really? Whew. Mother.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm supposed to use this acid on. I kinda just wanna try and brute force open the door and throw it at the fucking turn gate behind the door. No, not quite right. Okay, we're trying to do something. What are we doing? I have no clue. Oh no. Okay, no, never mind, I'm stupid. Do we go back into the sewer? Doesn't look like we do. I have no clue where the fuck I'm going. Oh. Never mind, I guess not. Not a huge assortment of art they have here. I've seen this picture before. I'll use it specifically on the lock, maybe? Yeah. Okay. Key. Key to what? Hell if I know, probably this door. Yep. There's a button there that does something, but I want to loot the rest of this first. Sadly, we can't use our glow stick because fuck me, right? Glow stick is infinite light. First day of studies. Today we received a seemingly unremarkable specimen. Frankly, I was in complete disarray when 2 employees from Edward's team dragged the decomposing body of a dog into the lab. But it all fell into place when I was presented with a report of the recent developments in the mines. I still can't believe that this individual could function as a living creature in such chemical and biological condition, as if something is keeping it from dying despite it looking like a corpse. During the autopsy, my colleagues and I found nothing that could indicate as to how the dog survived, except that there were no signs of genital organs. Also, it's worth mentioning that its eye structure is unusual and its teeth are surprisingly well preserved and sharp. The eyes of the thing are of a particular interest. They are inherent with the phenomenon of bioluminescence, which is not one of the characteristics of the species. Second day of research. While my colleagues are busy with chemical tests and other routine work, I am turning to the other side of the incident. How exactly did the large dog of the Greenland breed get into long abandoned mine areas? Third day of research. At the moment, all the standard procedures have been completed. For further research, we need the help of the Xenon group. It is a pity that Richard did not live up to these days. Cal Cuvier, 1999. It's 2001 in the game at the moment. Everyone died in about 2000 in the area we are.
Not Y2K.
Ah, yes, system error. Calendar. Okay, time to press the button. They didn't die because of some fucking internet thing or whatever. They died because Turngate murdered them all. The hive mind murdered them. Anyway, Ruby, how are you? And what are you up to now? I'm fine, a bit tired, because I just woke up. Oh god, where the fuck are we? Fucking spiders. I used to play a lot of that a while back, but the games that I played on it are all shut down. The TV doesn't even have a cable, you're right. Where?
Yeah.
The computer does not work. What do you play on it? Ruby. It didn't even say anything. Wow, the fucking memory jar didn't say a damn thing.
Not a very good memory jar.
The Penumbra Overture is so much better. It was so much better than Black Plague. Like, you could actually fight and kill the enemies in it. And then you get to Penumbra Black Plague, you can't even have a weapon anymore.
Aw.
I killed so many dogs. Generator room. I have the code for this. We'll go there last. Hold on. I got the code when I got all those other codes. Creating a cafe named Prestige Cafe. There's some people in there's some people that owe me some shit in that game. Need to find a key card to get into the security room. There has to be something useful inside. Yeah, maybe a gun.
Really a shotgun?
I want to kill the turn gate. Oh, this is soap. Someone dropped the soap in the shower. Toilet paper, into the bowl you go. Shove the toilet paper into the toilet bowl. That's where it needs to be, right? The whole roll? Alright, we'll come back here later. I think I'm gonna go check out the generator room. What the fuck is this? A fuse? That thing is fucking massive.
My name is, Alfred. Alfred Richardson. This is the fourth entry in a series of experiments that I'm performing on the artifact. Today is an unusual day. People from the lab, which is located next to the second living area of the station, have officially become interested in opening the artifact. It seems that it really is something important for the cast, but all other information is classified and available only to a narrow circle of people. I think that there's no point in trying to open the artifact myself. It's better to watch the progress in the laboratory.
Okay. So far, there's only been one threat in the game, and that was the turn gate that was chasing me through the sewers. Alright, let's find note codes 8643. Thank you. Into the generator room I will go. Ruby now has a pangolin to themselves in the corner of the screen. That'll probably be there for months at this point.
Yay.
Why? Because they gifted subs, and that's what that one in the corner is for.
Yeah.
I'm a boop unicorny.
No, no.
You're not allowed to not say that I'm not allowed.
That makes no sense.
It makes plenty sense.
No.
Motor.
Are you motoring?
Another fucking massive fuse.
Them old-fashioned ones.
I mean, fuses in the other game were nowhere near this big.
Maybe
They were about the size of the batteries. Beep beep. It doesn't seem like we have to deal with sanity though, which is sad. I kind of wanted to.
Oh?
I also know laudanum. Laudanum's like the best part of Amnesia, cause it's stupid and funny to say because no one can ever pronounce it right.
Oh?
I mean, PewDiePie pronounced it like Ladowda.
Hmm.
Ooh, a gas mask. Oh, this is the big ass generator that was in Overture. I mean, it's not the same one, obviously, but it is one.
It's close.
Memory jar! Now there are two of them. They are so close, but they don't see each other. Something stops me from calling out to them. Oh no. Oh. God damn it.
Wow.
It's the same puzzle from Overture with the generator.
Oh.
I don't have the generator manual this time though, so it's completely reliant on me remembering Penumbra Overture stuff from the beginning of Overture, which I played like almost a week ago now. Flare, down you go. Is it safe down there, Flare? You think so? Okay. Ah, god damn it, my flare went out. It seems bright enough that I don't need it right now.
I've never liked electricity, although I never had to deal with it. Why aren't there any magic buttons nearby in such moments? You could have just pressed one and get everything to work. Although, wait. There it is! Push the button!
This button didn't exist, Clarence, you made this button.
Hey, does nothing happen. If only
I've got 2 fuses,
you
I'm
could see
missing
your
one.
face.
Let's put the fuses in. The fuses that we do have. Missing a single fucking fuse. Yep, nothing. I need to get one more fuse. Just one. Where is it? Hell if I know. Wait a second. Does this close this up there? It does. I can trap myself.
Why would you though?
Well, I imagine that there might be a turn gate that might try and chase me through here at one point. When I get that last fuse. Da-da. I've been through all of these doors. I don't know what I'm doing. We are here. We need to get into security. We've not been to archives or the infirmary yet. Dude, the infirmary just does not exist. What the hell? Or, hold on, no, let's do this door. Yeah. Cannot get to the infirmary because it's fucking collapsed. There, I've disabled the bombs. Let me through, you bitch. Doo-doo. I'm just gonna so that you can actually see shit. Graphics. There, stream can see a tiny bit. These games are way too fucking dark to stream.
They're also pretty old.
Memory box. I can't use this one. Collectible. I can click it. fuck is that? The fuck is half this shit? Oh yes, give books, so smash glass. I know that this is a goddamn collectible. I want it. What the fuck are these arrows? There's an arrow pointing to two of the four corners in the room. I literally just need a fuse. A singular fuse would mean that I could bring this entire facility online. I need to find a key card, blah 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 blah. The way deeper into the archives is blocked with automatic doors. They won't open without electricity. I literally just need one fuse. Give it to me, game. Not like that. Courtney is Power Supply Research Station A307 Class, Greenland RS Shelter, 1998. Introduction. The shelter station mainly uses natural geothermal energy for the generation of electricity and heating. However, not all housing units and research stations have access to this type of energy. In those cases, the relatively reliable and time-tested industrial 8G generators, as well as support for the emergency power supply L5EXP, are used. Description of the objects. 1. Emergency power system L5EXP is an object this object is commonly used in conjunction with the main supply system. The alarm system is automatically activated if there is a failure or an emergency shutdown of the main generator. It provides electricity to the most important blocks of the station. It is extremely important that the emergency power system is regularly checked and maintained, because if any power outage were to happen, even for a short period of time, this can lead to numerous material and human losses. Recently, this model has been used as a source of power for the satellite communication system of the station. The L5EXP ignition system uses 3 switches. Circulating all 3 activates start button. Attention: do not attempt to lower the circuiting plates of the generator manually. To prevent jamming, lubricate the mechanical part at least 3 times per month. Type 2, Steelberg Generator Type 8G. An upgraded version of the Miner's Auxiliary Electrical 7 series system. Unlike its predecessor, this model uses specialized control programs and is controlled mainly by a computer. Here is a brief guide to launching the system. 1. Make sure the area around the 8G is free of equipment and personnel. 2. Using your PC and the software package Power 8, perform a setup at the main unit of the generator. After completing the settings, turn on the power to the starter. Initial setup is complete. Proceed to the main control panel. 3. Activate auxiliary system. The order of activation of the systems is the same for all types of this model. 4. With a smooth movement of the knob of the control panel, set the desired power level. Attention, manufacturer does not guarantee trouble-free operation of devices running at 100% power level capacity. Make sure that all devices connected to the system have the necessary specifications. I mean, my character, if you want to test if the lasers won't explode, I can test that pretty easily. A picture. batteries. Fuck your vent. An illustrious past and exciting future, the Archaic, the progressive community. As a member of the Archaic, you are part of an organization vital to the protection of the human species. If you are not a member of the Archaic, please turn yourself in to the nearest community support officer. Excerpts of the code of the organization, the official statuses of the staff. Everyone in the organization is obliged to fill in their current status in all the documents of special importance, as well as audio or video appeals. Statuses of the staffs are also to be filled in any official reports and orders. The following structure of the status exists according to the latest version of the organization charter. 1 Code A. Employee is completely healthy, that they are in a safe place, and they are able to fulfill their direct duties in full. 2 Code B. Employee is sick, disease known to modern science and treatable, but their own security is not threatened, partially capable of working. Code 3 Code C. There are several reasons for using the status. 1. Employee must be under some threat. 2. The employee is ill, and the disease is incurable or unknown to modern science. It also means a partial or full incapability of working for this member of the organization. 4. Code D. The status is given to the dead by natural causes or by accident member of the organization. 5. Code M. Employee is officially missing. Note this classification applies only to members of the elevated caste. Well, turn all 3 of these the other way and we can get back. Okay, let's go see what's through the vent.
Cutie.
Hi. What's the little hoe doing?
Hi.
I asked what you were doing.
Nothing.
Don't lie to me.
Code me.
Locked or jammed shut, either way I'm not getting through. Locked or jammed shut, either way I'm not getting through. I'm playing Necrologue, Penumbra Necrologue.
Oh shit.
I didn't open this door. Fuck. Locked from the other side. Oh, this is the infirmary. Alright, looks like I can't open that. Also, I just saw it outside the map.
That's normal.
Haley.
Yeah.
Le boop.
Not in a French boop.
Dynamo?
Leboop. Leboop.
No.
Leboop. Boop, boop,
No.
boop. Also, you said an hour. It's been 2.
I didn't notice how long the movie went. I was generalizing. The movie, to be precise, was 1 hour and 49 minutes.
Three.
Yeah.
Haley's liar.
I'm not a liar. It's a good movie. It was on Netflix. Just not sure
Oh,
if
then it
it'd be
can't
on
be a
Netflix.
good movie if it was a Netflix movie.
No,
It wasn't that bad.
that's the Netflix originals.
What do you mean? What do you think I mean when I say Netflix movie?
But then again, it's hard to make a bad movie in a shit genre.
Yeah, you get more fries with honey than you do Netflix movies.
You can't be funny if you don't have the bones for it. You need the funny
Sure
bones.
you can. Jellyfish are pretty funny. And they don't have a single bone.
Yeah, tell that to SCP-999.
Why'd that not work?
I think he's a unique case. Or it. I don't think it has gender.
Why'd that not work? What? Why you no work? I put the 3 fuses in. Let me progress.
Yeah, you blew up one of the fuses.
No, I didn't.
You don't know. One of them could have, just had a surge of power and went.
No, that's just their brains.
Haley's brain went pop a long time ago.
Meow.
Yay.
I need to do something with the generator. Oh, hey! I'll have to configure it manually. I have to fuck with the generator manually. Yay! Is this it? No. What the fuck am I doing in here? I can see the control panel everywhere. It's fucking right here. But I can't do this up here until I can Idea. I need to pick up something. Where's something I can throw? Box. Books. Why'd that not work? I threw it at the thing. Never mind, I guess. In here?
Oh, you're the maritime? Oh, that's quick. What the maritime? Oh.
What the fuck?
Oh, okay. See you up there.
Heh.
Rough.
What the fuck am I doing? I need to turn the generator on, but like I can't. Why?
What are you doing?
That's when she blew up.
No, these were like this when I first got down here.
Likely confused.
All 3 of these are functioning fuses. These 2 were broken when I got here.
Yeah, you blew them up.
Don't lie, I'll fucking punch you in the throat.
Hey.
I'm about to look it up because I don't know what to do. I've looked everywhere.
Haley.
Mhm.
You adorable.
Really?
Yep, I said it too.
Oh, hold on. Idea. Single idea.
Like,
A single idea.
yeah, I get miniature ideas.
Well, if you're from Australia, they're backwards. You gotta, turn them around.
Smash the generator with a goddamn barrel and hope it works.
But I try to
yes.
think it away.
Go all
That's what
Gmod.
ideas.
It didn't work. I don't know what to do.
Have you tried turning it out, turning it back on? A manly torch? Well, I wouldn't want a feminine torch, obviously not.
Okay, I'm gonna get on top of the generator by using this pallet and my epic parkour skill.
That's not how you refuel it. You don't mount the generator.
If I remember right, when I got in between the ground and a chair in Black Plague, it threw me outside the map.
Oh. Oh, Haley.
Mm-hmm.
You know what Jesus' favorite gun was?
Hello.
Do you know what Jesus' favorite gun was?
No.
A nail gun. Oh, God.
What would do more damage, 22 LR or an L gun?
Depending on the pressure. If you had a very overpressurized nail gun with okay, you could turn a nail gun into something pretty deadly.
Yeah,
What the fuck am I doing here?
Deadly.
Now, that's not the question I want to ask. The other question is why.
I had the thought today. I even looked up 22 LR versus nail gun and nothing came up.
Aww.
I just wanted to know.
22 LR is more deadly because it's, an actual cartridge. But as far as
blah 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 blah
goes,
blah
I
blah
mean,
blah 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 blah.
a thumbtack can kill you if you use it wrong enough. But that's not really the point. Oh, that's something you don't want to find.
Huh?
I need to set up the generator. How do I set up the generator?
I found a beer and
It
it's called a
doesn't
Corona
say.
Extra. That's not something you want. I'm gonna definitely take it up this food.
Well, what you gotta do is you gotta put the fuses on the other way.
I'm gonna look it up.
Instant noodle? We're eating good in the apocalypse today.
God damn it.
I'm looking it up. I can't figure it out.
What is white sauce?
Do you know how many times I've had to look things up in the Elder Scrolls so far? Mainly the earliest.
I'm guessing at least 3.
Blah 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 blah.
I followed a guide
blah,
through the
blah.
first one in Battlespire. Not done yet.
No, I'm supposed to.
Don't tell me I cannot carry anymore. That is rude. I need.
You need a hero?
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding? The one thing that I didn't think to do is check the typically non-interactable item on the floor to see if I could pick it up to put it in a hole.
Meow.
Haley, I'm going to eat you.
You cannot do that. That is illegal.
Actually, it's not.
I only nom cuties and hotties, okay?
It's illegal to kill somebody, but as far as cannibalism goes, that's perfectly legal. Except for like 2 states, or 3 where it's actually banned, but we don't worry about those states.
What hole? What hole is it talking about?
the holy one.
There is no hole here.
Are you talking about a ring hole?
Talking about yours.
Is it now stuck?
I wouldn't know what that meant.
Exactly.
I might have fucking soft locked myself by getting the goddamn wire stuck.
10 out of 10. Top 10 game is on.
See, told you you blew it up.
There's no fucking hole here. Like, I'm supposed to stick this goddamn wire in a fucking hole, but there's no hole here to stick this wire in.
Yeah?
Is it talking about this thing? Because how the fuck am I supposed to stick this in the thing behind fucking bulletproof glass?
Well, see, it's bulletproof, it's not waterproof.
Yeah.
There is
like
no
Fallout.
fucking hole.
Because think Fallout logic. Wire passes through glass in that game.
Well, it passes through everything.
I'm about to fucking give up because I don't know what the
Almost.
fuck to do.
I can only glitch it through walls. I can't get it to actually pass
Back to
through them
menu.
without-
Load game.
Or you gotta use like 20 copper just to make it work.
Reload the goddamn game. Let me look at the walkthrough again, since evidently I'm supposed to shove this fucking wire in a hole that doesn't exist.
Did something not trigger?
Oh, damn it! I'm gonna have to kill like 3 more in a row. I'm gonna have to heal.
Not 3 in a row. That's ridiculous.
Actually, 3 to 5.
Blah 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 blah
I
blah
like
blah.
spell. I don't like spell.
Blah 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 blah.
And etherealness is 46 magica. Did you know how?
There's a loose cable that you should pick up and stick in the hole in the wall, and press the single button to raise a shutter on the glass. What hole? There is no hole.
Are you at the right wall?
The fucking wire is not that long. It can only be in like one of fucking 3 walls that are all right next to each other. There's no hole. Here's the wire. Do you see an outlet here? I don't see an outlet. Do you see an outlet? I don't fucking see an outlet.
What's suspicious?
Is it talking about this? That's not a fucking hole. This walkthrough is stupid. That's not even a fucking hole.
What is it?
A mistake, just like me.
You're a cutie. And the door open.
There. Generator's ready to fucking power up. Flip the goddamn switch. Oh wait, I didn't put the last fuse in this time because I had to reload a goddamn save because I soft locked myself.
You blew up.
What the fuck is that?
Santa Claus?
No, there is a goddamn shadow at the top of the goddamn thing.
Oh.
I'm not ever gonna go back down there. So I might as well shut this goddamn grate so that the turn gate can't turn off the power on me, right? Now up here, how much power do we want? 1000%. Give it. There's only 3 buttons. There's only so many combinations that I can do. Got it. Fucking hell. By the way, Haley, You now have a sub to my channel on Twitch.
Attention to station
What does
personnel.
that mean?
Power supply
You're
of
sub
the
to
living
me.
compartment and
It
adjacent
means that
residential
Ruby
buildings has been restored.
gifted you a sub.
If you notice any faults, please inform a member of the
Thank you,
personnel
Ruby.
with status code A or a technician. Thank you for your attention.
Aren't they the only other person that actually gives you subs?
You, Haley, them, and Q have all gifted me subs.
I figured Nordic would have given you a couple.
Nordic is a dad with a daughter. I think that Nordic needs all the money he can get.
That is fair.
Where the fuck is Jan?
Ooh, Haley.
Blah, blah, blah. You think we haven't noticed that everything has started to work?
Zombie server?
Yeah, you can go your own devil's lettuce. Don't get in a bomb. Yeah. Some tobacco,
You wait.
you know, all the fun stuff.
Yay! I had to look it up again. Games should not be to the point that you have to look everything up, because it's just not something that you would think to do at every fucking turn.
Yeah, you saw one part. Here's this other part that makes absolutely no goddamn sense. What was that? Ooh, yeah,
That's good for my character.
Courtney, you should come gift me 50 tier 3 subs.
Do I look like a millionaire? I wish I was, but I'm not.
Oh, they're only $25 each.
Only? You crazy.
There's literally no reward for having more than a tier 1 sub at the moment, because I don't have emotes for them. I've still got 11 emote slots that aren't filled.
Where'd the cape go? I need the cape.
Oh.
Haley, I'm going to eat you.
Yeah.
Go away. Alright, zombie.
I only nom the cuties.
I argue that you're a zombie.
I only nom the cuties. That's why both of you get nommed on. And that's why people in chat also get nommed on. Why would I nom myself?
Because you're a cutie.
I didn't say that I wasn't, but why would I nom myself when I've got so many others I could?
Well, I mean, you nom cutie, so the logic would apply that you would do it to yourself.
You big dumb.
You big silly.
Do you has your game downloaded?
What game?
Gmod. Gmod.
I forgot to check.
You always forget. Like you forgot to check if Project Zomboid had a pack.
It does. I told you, it did.
It only took you like 3 hours.
It never took. You're exaggerating this.
Wait. I didn't have to download Gmod, did I?
If you want to join us.
Yeah. We can play servers.
Yeah. What we'll do is we will be playing horror games on Gmod, and me and Courtney are gonna laugh at you when you piss your pants.
No, we'll see about this.
I've only gotten scared. I've played through almost every game made by Frictional Games. The ones that I have not done yet are 2 more Amnesia games, 1 more Penumbra game, and Soma.
Bad news. Oh wait, no, disk space required. Available.
Bad news, or is it good news?
I Never mind. I'm not being attacked.
Oh.
I just don't know how
Haley,
much
Courtney,
workshop
look at my
content I
stream.
have previously installed.
I mean, you don't need a lot of content, really.
Look at my stream.
You just make sure
Haley.
you got CS:GO downloaded, not CS:GO. Source.
Oh, you! Damn it! You reminded me. I gotta.
Or you can have half the textures. You can still play it. It'll just look very unique.
Oh, he looks harmless.
Pink and black.
Maybe he can help us get out.
They are nice colors, though. Just
Mr. Turngate, will you help
I kind of
us?
forgot I needed Half-Life 2 and stuff. This is gonna take a while.
A vent tool.
you need Half-Life 2. You need CS:GO or sort of.
CS Source,
Just
there's a
some of my
bunch of games.
previous
You need like all of the Valve
expansions,
games.
we'll call them. I think I did need them. Oh, and Day of Defeat. If I can't remember.
Mr. Turngate,
We're back in the day.
I'm leaving.
Oh,
Thank
shit, and
you.
Left 4 Dead.
Goodbye. I'm not allowed to have your fire axe. Are you sure?
Best game ever.
Are you sure I'm not
Played
allowed to
that
have your
game.
fire
I never
axe?
actually finished the first one, I don't think.
Hello,
But then again, I get
Mr. Turngate.
Left 4 Dead 2 and Dead
Okay.
Rising mixed up.
Oh,
Played them around the same time. And they kind of gelled together in my memory.
so like
Mr. Turngate didn't let me have his axe.
Yeah. I think it's graphic.
Probably. One more explore. Go away! I'm trying to loot zombie. You big meanie.
I'd say most of my memories come from Left 4 Dead 2, though,
Yeah.
because
I played it. A ton of that back in the day.
I only hired Dead Rising from a... Yes, this is how old I am, from a Video Easy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not renting video games from the video games before.
I
It's
mean,
really-
from like...
it's not that ancient.
Mate, rentals are ancient, if Blockbuster's ancient.
Well, to be fair, we're very behind the time.
Ah! Ah! I'm stuck in the corner. Ah!
Then again, that was more of a fourth person thing.
What
Especially
the
when you start learning, week-long games are cheaper.
Oh, fuck.
I just chugged like 4 bottles of fucking painkillers.
My team's not working. Why am I outside?
Life out of the way and done with, because I know that'd be massive.
I don't know.
No, you're not.
It's 20s. 20 in-game minutes until zombies start going all World War Z on me.
Fuck you, Turngate. I'm out.
In the daytime, they're nice, they're walkers. And in the nighttime, they turn into nightmare murder machines.
Right. What if... Oh, that's right. Oh boy, for some reason I thought Dying Light, because I remember them being a pain at night.
Yeah, so it's sort of
Zombies
set
in
up.
that game.
Mental? Yes, let's look up mental.
What? What the fuck am I doing? I have a vent tool, which lets me open ventilation hatches.
Cancer kills you a lot slower than zombies do, so it's a good trade-off.
Courtney! Where the fuck am I supposed to use this vent tool?
Fleet cast from
Fuck.
What's not good?
Ow, my face. My arm.
Look, I know I'm ugly, but I'm not so ugly that it makes your face hurt. I can go back. Hold on. Oh god, now there's a fuck ton of shit that I could do.
Oh god.
Oh, that's fine. The tomorrow was nearly dead.
I'm lost. I don't know what to do or where to go.
Okay, just gotta survive 3 more hours. Oh,
Where do I go?
goddamn game. Why you do this?
Courtney, tell me where I go. Because I'm very big confused and don't understand where to go. Courtney! 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 Breathe! Haley. Hello. Why? I accidentally muted myself. Courtney, I don't know where to go.
Usually from puzzles you have left first.
I need to find a key card to get into the security room. There has to be something useful inside. But like...
No, from what you told me, that game is puzzles, that could be anything.
I just got a ventilation tool. But I don't know where I can even use it. There's a turn gate over here with a fire axe. Come here, big man.
Backtrack to the beginning of the map, but keep on tomorrow.
Mr. Mans, come follow me through this door.
In my
You're gonna cut open the goddamn door to the room. Fuck me. Or not, I guess. I'm gonna have to look it up again.
It can.
I don't know. This is not fucking good. Yeah, I'm looking it up again.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Watch me something dumb again.
Hey Courtney, did I tell you how I figured out my Battle Spire woes?
No.
Started new game. For some reason, the game's treating me nicer at the moment.
Don't jinx it.
Shh. I thought if I'd provide complimentary words, it'll...
Blah, 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 blah. Use the vent tool that you just got to go through the vent. At the other end of the vent, blah, you'll use the vent tool again. Blah, 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 blah. Run to the computer room. And then it's the office beyond. Use the vent tool on it. What? What? I'm very confused. But I need to go back.
Do you have the vent tool?
Yeah, I have the vent tool. I got the vent tool. I went through the vents. I didn't find no goddamn keycard. Amnesia.exe is not responding. Oh, fun. I guess it's time to relaunch Penumbra Necrologue. Also, it's fucked up the entire gamma on my monitor.
Oh. Ah, yes, that's what he added to dumpster. Just random watermelon chunks. Dumpster flavored.
Select continue. Yes.
Do you want to select or continue?
By the way, you two should come look under at my stream. There's new stuff.
Ooh, new stuff you say.
Steel staff of the assured horny fist.
What?
Hold on, I'll go back and read it again.
There's stuff under the stream that's new.
Here it is. Steel staff of the assured horny fist. Damage 2 to 8. Condition 100%. Weight 4.0.
As part of the conference,
What
the following
does
archaeological
horny
finds
fist
were
mean?
revealed through the section of the station. One artifact, personal TARDIS, also known as 66B artifact. Artifact Finis Specialis, a stone statue of a strange creature. These artifacts are not of particular importance to the archaic, nevertheless they make a specific scientific interest because they have been made with an unknown technology or stone processing. 3. A stone tablet from the Turngate tomb. One of many finds inside of primary excavations, according to Chief Translator Howard LaFresque, contains some kind of ancient message. Symbols on the surface of the tablet have not yet been deciphered.
I'm not even...
4. Artifact Persona Prisma. One of the latest discoveries of the cast. It is an exact copy of Artifact 66B, but unlike the first one, it has a pale blue color and does not emit light. Its surface is cold to the touch and cools rapidly after artificial heating. Artifact 66A, a strange object of spherical shape made presumably from the same material as Artifact Persona TARDIS. Surface temperature is about 300 Kelvin. Amidst a dim light, studies have revealed that the existence of 2 phases of the object. In the active phase, the artifact begins to emit small clumps of luminous matter, which dissipates quickly when exposed to the external environment. In the passive phase, the artifact's temperature drops to 270 K and stops emitting light.
I don't care how strong that blade is. You're not bleeding through hockey here.
No, you might.
I'm very doubtful. Have you seen how
Makes me think I'm cricket.
I mean,
Yeah, but it makes me...
especially if it's a goalie. Jesus.
Okay, the goalies are pretty heavily defended, I'll give you that. But have you seen cricket gear?
No, I haven't seen cricket gear.
Those knee pads are pretty... good.
Cricket sounds like a meal, not a sport.
Yeah, no, it's not a sport, it's just people standing in the sun. Glorified sun tanning.
Now, hey, we don't look us up all of Australia. Only half.
Hey, this is coming from an Australian. Many Australians will tell you it's just glorified sunbathing.
Sunbathing.
Fuck cricket. That's why I play
There we
baseball.
go.
Even that was boring.
Sports? Who needs sports?
I just wanted to play rugby all year round.
Yeah,
But also tag was too easy.
I guess. Yeah, thank
I
you.
found it.
Well, mainly because I was a bigger kid and couldn't run as fast as everyone else. It wasn't as
You
flexible.
had weight, though.
Yeah.
Here's the
So-
thing, though. It doesn't matter if you're big or small. The bigger you are, the more momentum you have.
The point is in contact, I was a pro.
Yes.
When it came to defending,
Cassette tape.
it wasn't
yes.
too good.
What's your role? Oh, I just run at them, and then if anything gets in the way, it gets demolished.
Oh shush. I probably led my team for tackles all the way from, I'd say, 2007 to 2009. Maybe 2010 too, but I don't know because that's the year I got suspended for another year and gave up
No.
because I don't like judicial stuff.
Yeah. Here's a rule.
My name is Alfred Richardson. I'm running a series of experiments related to the artifact, which was found by the expedition. This is the third record. It's evening already, and I still can't collect my thoughts. I understand that I should stop the experiment, but I haven't even tried to open the artifact yet. So let's get started. I'm using a screwdriver to remove the lid. Let's try to open it. Oh hell, I dropped it. Seems undamaged. Well, it only confirms that simple physical impact won't open it. Enough for today. I'm tired. I should think about more effective ways of opening it before bedtime.
Okay.
Helmet get knocked off when I was getting eaten.
Did you just say that you were getting eated?
Oh no, I lost my welding mask.
Okay.
Well, fuck you, turn gate.
When I get a pack, I like that. It was very, yeah, that's fine. Oh no, not the chopper playing this fine music. Start.
Ooh, shoot.
Thank you.
No,
Let's get it if just playing this climb music.
die. No. You stay away.
No, what I do?
No,
Yeah, what if I want to kill you instead?
Ah. Oh, but that tomorrow was weak as piss.
Dead. The recent events have puzzled the elevated cast and staff. For some time, experiments had been performed at the station in order to develop a special acid that could corrode the shell of a Persona TARDIS artifact. A week ago, the cast decided to stop the experiments due to other priorities. The day before the decision, Alfred Richardson, the biologist of the station, entered the lab and performed the experiment on his own. During it, he fell into a coma from which he can't wake up to this day. The reason for this turn of events is not clear so far, and a certain group of scientists is engaging in clarifying the circumstances. Several scientists who were often in contact with Alfred before the incident reported that he had been behaving strangely, at least for a month. Before the tragic incident, Howard Lefresque puts forth alleged theories about the nature of what happened, but so far those are merely speculations. Alfred has been assigned the status Code C, and if he wakes up from his coma, it is unlikely that the cast will reinstate him in his position. I'm gonna eat you. Nom nom.
Glad to see you again. This is great luck that you managed to get here. I have 2 pieces of news. I think I'll start with a good one. I managed to contact a rescue group and told them about us. And now the bad one. You're not in the best place. There is an abandoned part of the shelter station close to you, and unfortunately, given the circumstances and destruction, you can only pass through there. I don't know what's waiting for you there, but even before the infection, there were many unpleasant rumors about this place. So you will have to check their validity with your own ass. I'm sorry. Anyway, there should be a comm radio in this room. Take it and wait for a signal from the rescue group. They will help you out. Be careful.
Philip, listen to me. There has to be another way. You heard yourself what they said about that place. Are you just going to forget about your old pal, Clarence? Did I not deserve you to listen to me?
Fuck you, Clarence.
Hello? Do you copy? You must be Philip. I'm Julia Kwan, the rescue group signalman. Amabel told me about you. As you probably already know, you can only get out through an abandoned part of the station. I'll open the door for you.
Yay! Progress! Dozens of questions are spinning inside my mind. I was waiting for yet another step into the unknown, but this one was frightening. It seems that Clarence knows more than he says, but he is just as afraid as I am. The great desire to escape and find Amabel makes me go forward. There is no other way. A girder? Oh, fuck. What am I thinking? I'm thinking that I probably do need to wear a gas mask when there's gas down here.
So, we have almost all the maps of this station, but the layout of the place where you are now will be of little use. It shows only a couple of major corridors. Judging from the description of the area, this place is larger than we expected, and has many hallways, like a maze. Unfortunately, there are no cameras, so you'll have to rely solely on yourself. Take care. I'll contact you later.
Oh, that is a cool card.
I was not supposed to be able to get up here. What? I'm up here now.
Oh, can I steal? No way.
Oh, Courtney, what do you do? Courtney. Hurry. Hurry. Why am I muted again? Hurry.
Yeah.
Why was I muted again?
I don't know, you silly.
You keep hitting your mute button or something?
I don't have a mute button.
Well, apparently you do.
I have a deafen button, not a mute button. Courtney, what do?
I don't know.
How do you not know what you're doing?
I'm avoiding a helicopter that's playing climb music. If you want to know.
3.
I hate the helicopter. Attract the zombies to you, and it's even worse because it plays climb music. What are you knowing is what it is.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You're being an adorable being.
I don't know why you're equating yourself with me, but okay.
See, you're a mirror. You just reflect everything. Your scales must be very shiny. Oh.
Wow. I thought to put the gas mask on and my character's like, Christ, what am I thinking? And then guess what? I needed the fucking gas mask.
Yeah. And
Because I put it on too early, my character's like, fuck you, no, that's stupid.
silly game.
I've got plenty of battery. Fuck you, worm
It's
whale.
getting worse and worse. I hate this goddamn place already. Let's not go there. Sure, I try to look like the embodiment of courage, but sometimes even I get scared.
Minor picture. Well, I know that there's turn gate in here somewhere, but I don't know where.
Yeah.
I just fell because I, like, evidently clipped off the goddamn wood.
Oh.
Oh. Big dumb.
No.
Big
Yeah.
I got chopped away.
So everything that I picked up last time, even though I died, stays on me.
Awesome.
That's weird.
Oh, it's own vehicle. Ooh.
You kidding? Well, we're stuck here now. And there's fucking holes here. You remember the holes from the last game? Hey, Courtney?
Yeah.
The ones that were instant death?
He's not one of ours. Run, Philip! Run!
Alexis, that's not right.
Oh my god, I just died because... Okay. So the thing is in this area. I didn't know that. Good to know, I guess.
Oh, this is painful. I'm having to transfer gas from one hair to the other with a water bottle.
He'll be right.
This is gonna take a while.
You know what's pain? You want to know what's a lot of pain?
Stepping on a Lego?
The enemy here is, I think it's supposed to be. Okay. I thought that the enemy here was supposed to be the final, the guy. The guy that led the thing. That was supposed to be afraid of the light, right? Like the last time, because of the holes? No. It's just a different turn gate that is also kind of like him. But also just not. So he's not afraid of the light. Which makes this hard.
Oh god. I can't
E-G-N-H?
I decided to redo a drawing. And yeah, hold on. Ah, shit. Didn't save it to my pictures. There we go. Come on, load.
I don't know where I'm supposed to go in this area. It's dark as hell, too. Which very much does not help.
Yeah.
It's dark as hell. There's an enemy that can two-shot me. Look at that bitch. Oh, he can hit me through fucking obstacles. Okay, cool. Wasn't expecting him to hit me from like a fucking meter and a half away. I'm just gonna fucking book it. I'm gonna book it for that hole in the wall I just saw.
Yeah.
No. Fuck you. You're in the goddamn way. Evidently that's not the way that I'm supposed to go. It's this way, I think.
We can be eating though. The zombies really like me for some reason.
It's a huge chasm that I cannot cross. What am I supposed to do here? There's no like switches or anything. There's two doors that I can't fucking open. What am I supposed to do? I'm just locked in this area with nothing to do. I'm gonna look it up again.
Third time's a charm, as they say.
Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. The hunter is crawling around the place. Move slowly and carefully and listen out for the telltale sound that it makes. Blah 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 blah. Hide in one of the many side rooms. Don't expect to move through the place at any great speed. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. If it does see you, run for it as far as you can. Hide in a side room, and then hopefully it'll just not follow you. Blah 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 blah. The door with the red light. When you reach the door, turn left. Blah 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 blah. When you reach the door with the red light, turn right and then go upward. Another dead end. There's a vent. There's literally... Okay, so I'm supposed to sneak past this enemy that's constantly patrolling this area that can two-shot me and see me in the dark. So that I can open a vent over this way. There's no vent here. This game lied to me. Where? Ah, yay. I love dying because it can hit me through fucking walls, basically.
Seems balanced.
I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna book it until I can get to that vent, wherever the fuck the vent is. Unless the thing literally blocks my path and I can't do anything about it. I don't see any vent in here. I don't see any vent in there. I followed the instructions of the literal walkthrough of this game and cannot find it.
That's weird.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Evidently I'm supposed to find like some car battery or some bullshit to put it in a goddamn hole near that vent to open a door. Like, head down the corridor and at the junction head right toward the lit area with the hole in the wall. What corridor? What junction? Like, this fucking walkthrough is fucking shit. I can't understand 99% of it.
Does that make sense, or?
The entire fucking area is a maze. They're like, head down this junction, turn this way to another junction, turn this way, and do this thing, and then that thing, and then this. And it's just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, you couldn't at least give me a map and draw, like, a path? I need to find a battery to place here. To flip a switch to open this door. Where is this said battery? I don't know. The walkthrough is not mentioned a battery yet. Like, this is so fucking stupid. The room has blah 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 blah. When you reach the door with the red light, turn left. The first room on your right has some batteries on a box. The next room along your right is empty. The room along again on your right has some batteries on the shelf. The room that is on the left side that you should contain a battery. Now, I don't know. This is on the left side, it looks. But I don't see a battery here. I swear to fuck, is it gonna hit me through a goddamn wall?
Somebody's playing the Elder Scrolls.
No, I had it on hold.
You silly.
Proof's coming up.
Why so silly, cutie? Oh, that's not good for the vehicle. Terrible, I guess this.
I don't see a battery here. What the fuck are they talking about? Battery?
Are you sure it's the right place?
They're talking about that room, and it says to move forward at the junction. Go right at the first door with the red light. Go toward the door with the red light, and then turn left at the door. Your first room on your right has batteries in a box. You go 1, 2, 3 rooms that are on your right, and then it's the very first left room. So it's either this room that I'm in or the room that I was just in, both of which did not have a big ass car battery.
Oh god damn! I told
Hopefully it
you I had a
didn't
lot
see
of
me.
mod 207.
Oh?
I got the list. Add-on 3 of 207. Yeah, I used to play this quite a bit.
Yeah. I used to have a ton of mods until I nuked it.
And there's 5 mods in and 5 problems already.
Fuck you, Hunter.
What are they? Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST.
Did I get rid of the zombie? I think the zombies on the road. Fuck yeah, that worked.
not want high body. I want to
Screw
check
you,
out.
zombies.
Is that the battery?
Hmm?
Is that rusty fucking crate there a battery?
I mean, maybe?
It shouldn't be, because this makes literally no fucking sense, but
Alexa, stop being a cutie. No,
this is annoying me.
He's being frustrated.
I would squeeze frustration out of you.
I need to wait for the goddamn hunter to pass by. Then I need to grab that and basically book it so that the hunter can't catch up with me. Check all the little side rooms, make sure that this is the battery, but if it's the battery, it should go into my goddamn inventory.
You would think so.
Oh, I remember.
This is not a fucking battery.
For some reason, one of the Halo
I don't give a damn what anyone says.
is invincible.
No, he's not.
Alright, it's about to pass me by. We'll watch out the door for a glowing eyes.
I once called an airstrike on one elite and it didn't kill it.
Yeah, that's an airstrike. Just do what they did in the Hulk movie.
The mod had nukes.
They just detonate a nuke, and then...
I found the battery. It was not in a room off to the left, it was in a room to the right. I don't understand.
So, I did like the Hulk movie, that was funny.
That was the stupidest fucking thing that I've ever done. I know that I can easily stealth past everything. I can easily play through these games. They're not that hard. The issue is when, like, even the directions that you're given when you're looking at directions are fucking wrong.
Oh?
I don't want to deal with this monster. This monster's annoying.
Ooh, bad monster.
We wait for the monster to pass us by. Where do we wait? Here. I'm gonna end this stream 4 hours in, no matter what. This is supposed to be a 10-hour long game. If it's gonna be like this the whole goddamn time, I'm not gonna sit and do it in one fucking stream. This is a literal mod. And this mod's supposed to be 10 hours fucking long.
So far, it's just been Star Wars Halo stuff. And sorry about the maze you got lost in.
It's not a maze. It's easy. I can easily navigate this whole fucking area. The issue is the fucking hunter can attack me through goddamn walls.
Oh. Yeah, that is not good.
The hunter is currently on its way back. Alright, the hunter is behind us. We never have to see that fucker ever again. But maybe there's another one. Hopefully fucking not. Because he was annoying as hell. Whew. Locked door. You two should join my stream so that I can raid.
I am already in the background while downloading add-ons. That's how I know what your maze looked like. It looked like sewers.
We're not in the sewers, we're in an unfinished construction area underground.
The gas mask was disorientating.
The gas mask fucking sucks in these games. It's awful. Oh, yay! Big ass hole in the wall. Definitely a worm tunnel. It's got a blue artifact.
Oh, 57 out of 207. Getting there.
Alright, through the worm tunnel. Hopefully we don't get eaten by the like fucking 12-meter long worm.
Hopefully not. Can't painful.
Yes, the best loading screen dialogue to make sure that I can read all the lore. Loading. I only called it a maze because the person that's supposedly here to rescue me called it a maze. It was very much not disorienting at all. There was fucking 2 paths total.
I am totally driving an AT-AT if I've got Imperial on.
What the fuck am I supposed to do here? Alright. Heh. Where am I? This is the same room, isn't it? Are we? Did we just go back in fucking time? A strange feeling as if the moment I was transported somewhere where my family and loved ones are alive and everything can still be fixed. Everyone's dead. Hi Jan, how are you? Well, down I go, I guess. It says button temporary not working. I can't make out the rest. Okay. But I want to spam the button more.
Going to
What?
pick you up and take you.
I'm going to eat you.
No, I'm going to pick you up and shake you.
Oh, I can climb. I can climb this. It pinched my eye trying to take my contact lenses out. Imagine not having good vision.
No, don't be me.
Couldn't be me. Deja vu. Oh, this is a puzzle from Requiem, which is the game that I skipped. I skipped that to play Necrologue because Necrologue seemed more interesting. So this is spoiling the other game for me.
Well, you should have played the. You should have skipped it.
I mean, both of them are mods. So, neither are official. I mean, Requiem is official. This is a mod. For Amnesia, A Dark Descent. I mean, the puzzle's not that hard, so I don't really care. I believe that's the puzzle, right? Am I supposed to fucking throw these up into the goddamn ceiling or something? 1, 2, 3, 4. I did it. That wasn't hard. I'm pretty sure that's the only Requiem thing.
I see you on the camera. You managed to get out.
This one's right.
Everything will be much calmer down there. There are plans of the rooms on the walls. With them, you can easily find your way through.
Oh.
Now, you need to move in the direction of the north wing. There's another door next to it, leads to the compartments in which the prisoners were kept.
I was more excited to play Necrologue than I was the other one, so that's why I played Necrologue first. Jan, how are you? Let's not make these explosives go off. Yay, we made it through the explosives. Is this what Requiem is? Are we just playing through Penumbra Requiem right now? In Penumbra Necrologue?
Is an inefficient worker. The cast cares about your mental and physical
It's also a
condition.
volleyball game.
So if you're feeling unfit, please remember about your cyanide capsules.
I don't have much time, but I think the best way of lifting the mood is a nice chat with a friend. We're friends, aren't we? I would love to pour a cup of tea for you and offer you to sit down in a comfortable chair, but unfortunately, I'm very far from you. I suggest you to stay, but you still have things to do. I may not be perfect like a hanging picture, but my words are wise and backed up by time. Understand the nature of what is happening, Philip, and then you will find the right way. But it's a shame that you and I have different paths.
Anyway, Jan, why play sports ball? Sports ball bad.
Excuse me.
Endless maelstrom of thoughts if I could only catch on at least one of them. Sports ball bad. Makes people angry. Just look at Haley. Haley likes sports, and Haley's always angry about them for some fucking reason. Haley over here gets angry because her sports team lost. Because I don't fucking know. Why would you get angry because someone else lost?
Because my sports team's stupid.
You're stupid for trying to fucking make your own happiness rely on someone else winning at something instead of you winning at something.
Besides, I don't watch that sport as much anymore.
Sports ball is just bad. Politics is fun until you remember that it's people playing around with your rights. That's why other countries' politics are fun. It's hard to say whether he's alive
Don't
or
touch
dead.
him. He must find a way out himself.
Ooh. It's a goddamn hard.
Courtney.
Yes.
Courtney.
What?
Rawr.
Max the Alexis.
Wow, the dead man's grasp on the fucking thing is too strong. Until this moment, I have not encountered any of these infected. Some time ago, I heard that there was a group of scientists in the mess hall, and I immediately moved towards them. But when I arrived at the destination, no one was there. The door was locked. I tried to use a syringe. I always carry a first aid kit with all the necessary items due to my job. I injected my blood into a strange lock device, but it didn't help. Hysterical, I banged on the damn door and shouted in hope that I would be heard. I soon realized that it was useless and gave up. My condition was so poor that I didn't even hear the footsteps behind me. When I woke up, I was already in a cell. I've spent the last 30 minutes trying to get out. At some point, I heard a strange noise coming from the corridor. When I went up to the door, I saw another prisoner being thrown into the next cell to the left. I wonder who he is. They're talking about my character. I was supposed to be in his place that day. I know what I need to do. I know what I must do. Why did that help? I have no clue. I don't even know what the fuck that drug that I just injected into that infected was. For a moment, I thought I was back at the place from my nightmares. When I crossed the threshold, I saw the same corridor, the same walls. With my step forward, I dashed all my hopes and doomed myself to eternal wandering. I've been walking in circles. I'm trapped. Are we back? We are. This is my old room.
There is no movement on the straight line. The movement is always cyclical. But where are you going now? Are you going there now? Whence you came from and then back again here and there. And during this fascinating journey, you listen to your girlfriend's annoying messages. Philip, we're close. We've almost met. Only you won't meet them. At best they'll die, and it was me and you.
Fuck you.
Your attempts to get out are like trying to get a coin from the bottom of a
This
swamp.
wasn't here before. First things first. Alfred 2. Play.
My name is Alfred Richardson. I'm running a series of experiments related to the artifact. The first record was just a little preface. Here we will deal directly with the experimental data. I'll start with the visual part. Oh yeah, I've already talked about it. What was I saying? My memory appears to have problems in the last days, and often I find myself thinking that it all started around the time that I became interested in the artifact. Frankly, my interest is not only scientific. It seems that the more time I spend with the artifact, the more my memory suffers. I need to remember that. Proceeding to a more detailed study of the subject. When I touch it, I feel the warmth, and I can't describe this feeling. It feels like flying. At first it scared me, but each time I like it more and more. I understand that these sensations are all fake, but they're interesting. No, I have other things to do besides studying the artifact. I just spent my free time studying it, although I don't remember what was happening in the morning.
And also, Jan, it's more fun if you're making fun of British people, because there's so much to make fun of. I can't extract the goddamn tape that I put in. Cool. I'm safe, but inside I feel anxious as if someone is standing right behind my back. There's a lot that you can do to make fun of British people and Australian people and Canadian people and all the people.
Yeah, but it's more fun if you make fun of Americans.
Yeah.
Just make fun of everyone. Why be specific? You don't have to be specific. You can just make fun of everyone. And you get... Fucking hell. Was not expecting that. I was expecting to see the guy laying down. Salvation! Yep, okay. Watch your steps. We're in the freezer. The door is locked. We need to go get a drink out of the vending machine again. Huh? I thought that was what I needed to do, was beat the vending machine to a bloody pulp so that I could get a drink out of it to do the freezer stuff. Watch your steps. Down below is death. This time I don't have a soda can with me. Garbage-bag.png. Might have to look this bit up. Or maybe now that I've looked at the thing, I can go back and beat open the goddamn thing for a soda. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. I don't know. Blah 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 blah. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm very stupid. The solution to this puzzle was very easy. I'm just dumb. Now we break the crowbar in half because prying open what seems to be either wood or metal door breaks a fucking solid crowbar.
Must have been a pretty beefy door then. Just crack out the crowbar.
It broke the crowbar in fucking half.
It's pretty quality. That's a really strong door or a really shitty quality crowbar.
Bit of both, I think.
Must be one of those knockoff ones. It's kind of hard to mess with a crowbar though. It's literally a solid piece of steel. Or usually it's made of iron. But...
The valve is too hot. What do you mean? We're in a freezer. It was just spraying coolant. How is the valve too hot?
Usually when things get super cold, they get hot. It's weird.
Oh great, and now I've lost my fucking crowbar, so I can't pry that door open. That door is jammed with a... Too hot, can't turn. Throw some ketchup on it. Why is ketchup in the freezer? Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, frozen ketchup.
I can't go through the sewers. The solution's definitely not back there, I don't think. In terms of use for refrigeration equipment. That door won't budge. Cause fuck me. Is there something that I do not know about? No. No. I'm just looking it up again, fuck it. That's stupid. The solution to these puzzles are stupid.
Oh.
This is so the valve cranks here, right? The fucking big ass circular things that you normally turn? Yeah. So I'm gonna shove a thing that has a square end onto that round peg to turn it because it's too hot. How does that work? Hell if I know. That's fucking stupid. Instead of doing something, you know, that might actually work, or having it not just be fucking hot because it shouldn't be, it obviously shouldn't be, it was just spraying coolant everywhere, not fucking steam. It should have been frozen. No, Oswald, it smells like hell here. I'm not angry, I'm just agitated because it's stupid.
Annabelle, this is Julia Kwan, a member of the rescue group.
And they're both dead. They got eaten by worms.
No! Failure once again. What a pity. Our monkey Philip is like a magnet dragging into the grave every person he rests his hopes on. Strange that she didn't have any keys, which would certainly have helped you in the future. And there isn't even a cheese sandwich here.
Fuck you, Clarence. Well, our only path forward is through the wormhole, the worm that just came through here. Or not, I guess. That makes too much sense. The only path that's actually open to us. Those people, they've almost lost all hope. If only I could help them. Can I go through the jammed door? I'll have to use some sort of tool. This tool. Nope. Well, if it's not that tool, there's got to be some other tool here. Where the fuck? There's something somewhere. There's gotta be. Batteries, matches, handful of old bills in the backpack. Wow. Literally nothing. Thanks so much.
Oh, thank God we're clear.
Steel bar. Steel bar in door. Make door move. Nope. And now I lost that steel bar. Okay, got one more area we can check.
I got a house key for a house with no doors. That's useful.
Also, why did the fucking rescue group, the group that's here to kill all the turn gate and like destroy this place, why was it a single person?
Game logic?
I'm looking this up. There's literally nothing. I looked everywhere. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. There's a steel rod on the floor that you use to pry open this door. You mean the steel rod that literally just fucking... Oh, this one. I used the wrong steel rod. Cause, yeah. Use the one that the fucking worm with the corrosive mucus just spit on to open this door. Makes sense. A skeptical attitude towards death is no longer something extraordinary for me. Mother, father, red. Now, Jayla is dead. I can't help but feel I'm the only one to blame for this, even though I know that I am merely a pawn like they were. I hope that Annabelle will be alright. Annabelle's fucking dead. So's Jayla. They both literally just died. We heard them die. We saw the fucking dismembered arm and the worm murder them.
Attention to the personnel. We would like to remind you that every Friday night is dedicated to the roundtable meeting. The meeting of employees with status code B will be held in the main center of the station at 6:30 p.m.
Let's go there. Perhaps there's gonna be a cool party there with cocktails and sandwiches. Aren't you hungry?
soda. Nice. Can't get this open with all the junk in the way. I just moved it all. There's nothing in the way. Okay. Thanks, game. Jen.
Currently irritating you.
Why exist if Angie?
Yeah. Why Angie exists? Is that the way that works?
It is now.
That's a leak.
I got plenty
Only
of batteries.
Only in 3 states.
Locked, 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 not locked, locked, not locked. Not locked. Not locked.
Brains for
locked, locked, not locked. Newspaper scraps mostly about sports. Wow, garbage. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 empty drawers. Trash cans also empty. 2 bookshelves empty. Are both the lockers empty too? Yep. What about these drawers? Why is there fucking nothing in this room? Not even a fucking battery for searching everything. No need for that anymore. Video chat.
Jesus.
How?
Finally. Looks like from now on we can only count on ourselves. Shayla, the last member of the expedition, is dead now. She wasn't just a rescuer, but an employee of the archaic caste. When we meet, I'll tell you everything I've learned. However strange it may sound, maybe it's better that it happened after all. I hope that at least you're all right for now. Actually, I'm not as far away as you think. Now, you need to get to the surface. Just go straight ahead. You'll recognize the exit by a noticeable rise up. Then head to the elevator. When you're up, you'll see the bridges that lead right to me. I'm inside the meteorological center. The door to it will be in front of you after you get out. On the right will be the main core of the shelter station, and on the left, the hangars. But it doesn't really matter. I'll meet you there. See you.
I'll be 1 second. Okay. I'm gonna save Courtney, Haley. Join stream so that I can do the thing.
I'm in a safe place. Now I can do that.
So that I can do the thing. I want to raid someone. Is Jan even still here?
I think you've already thought to yourself the same thing that I have. What will be the outcome? Will you meet each other? Even if you meet, will she be alive? The end is close and the excitement increases. It amuses me, but I would not recommend you to relax yet.
Fuck you, slug. I'll be ending my stream in a little bit. And then we're gonna raid. I want Courtney and Haley to be here. God damn, slugs everywhere. Some are even still alive. Like this one. I wonder, are these slugs edible? I haven't had dinner in a long time.
I mean, your friend should come.
They're the slugs of the goddamn, they're the babies of the big ass worm. Eating them is not a good idea. Plus, I know that they're not edible from the first game.
I mean, you could cook them first. You know, a little bit of garlic. You know, not that bad. Maybe deep fry them. What could go wrong?
Still have the vent tool. Blocks from the other side. I want to find a new save station. Fucking hunter. Bitch. What the fuck am I supposed to do here? I got eaten. Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna end the stream and raid. We can play more of this later. I think I'm near the end, but probably not. I only went for 4 hours, and well, in 4 hours, well, it's supposed to be 10 hours long. Are you two here? Is everyone here?
Yep. Silly Jan.